welcome to the channel. I am Gypsy Jules. I am a full-time reseller and I support my whole family doing this. It's pretty awesome. I love it for the most part. So today's video is going to be about secret or weird things that sell on eBay that some people might not know about, because I know I didn't know about a lot of these. And I actually found out about a few things researching for this, so super cool. So we're going to do 10 out. I just hit my freaking hand. What the heck? 10 items that are kind of weird that sell on eBay for good money, most all of them. So let's start. Okay, first we got men's underwear. I know it sounds kind of weird, but the first two actually are NOS, which is new old stock. So it's vintage men's underwear, usually in packages. And I'm going to start sharing comps just so you can see. It looks like, when I did some research, Joe Boxer, and why the thongs? I don't know. Weird, right? Joe Boxer thongs here for $47.99 for one pack. That's crazy. Then we got some 3 packs of 90s from the 90s Hanes Bill Blast Low Rise for $49.90. Vintage JCPenney for 40 bucks. Okay, and the first one there was sold 2 times, it looks like. Then we got Jockey. We got I don't know what those ones are, but this one for 58 looks like vintage bike brief supporter underwear men. That is just a really old label there, which is kind of cool. It's like a box for 58. Stafford, this one I've seen a lot too. Stafford JCPenney. Looks like it sells good. 2000s. Okay, a 1 pack sold for 50 bucks. Crazy. I don't even know. More Stafford. Fubu. That one doesn't even have a package or anything. Fruit of the Looms. 3 packs of Fruit of the Looms for for $100. Holy crap. So this is just something I would have never thought, and I think most people wouldn't think that like these would go for big money. So on the next one, it's the same kind of thing, but with women. We got pantyhose. My local thrift store in town, they always have like a big container with pantyhose in it, so you can almost always find them at the thrift stores. So as you see, a lot of them aren't worth a ton of money. It all depends, like most things, on the rarity. But here we have Hanes Alive Full Support, a 4 pack for 40 bucks. So yeah, they can go around $10 a pair. And of course, if you lot them together, that's even cooler because you can get more. Then we got Round the Clock. That's another brand, 34. Calvin Klein, 40. But all of these are NOS, like new old stock. These ones I thought were really cool. Vintage hippie style Beauty Mist green nylons pantyhose, $34.99. That's cool. So if you ever see ones that have really cool like labels and they look really retro and cool, definitely pick them up. I just got a text and I was trying to read it. I have no idea what that was. Okay, on with the show. Number 3, we have, and this one I fell upon organically by myself, old bandanas. Who would have thought? Because this is another thing you find at the thrift store, at estate sales, anywhere. Old bandanas. I mean, I would have never thought these were collectible or worth anything. Crazy. Yeah, so here we have vintage bandana lot, Cotton USA Fast Color. So that, all those keywords, or that brand Fast Color, is a big one I've noticed. And if it's USA made and 100% cotton, you'll find a lot that are made in China. Basically, it's the other country. And not saying none of those sell, but I think the most sought after ones are the 100% cotton USA made Fast Color, as we'll see here. This purple one seems like it's popular. I've seen it sold a couple times. It's a 1950s Fast Color. And I'm wondering if purple is like a little more rare, because you know, you don't often see a lot of old purple ones. Here we have vintage bandana lab, 19 handkerchiefs, paisley, and others, all made in USA. So that's just 19 different bandanas for $85. That's nuts to me. What's this? Vintage Ryan McKinley? Anything bandana? I don't know what that is, but 2005. And that sold for, well, who knows, but a lot probably. One time I was at a garage sale and I got like this pile of bandanas. The girl only charged me $3 for them all. I mean, they were old. And I thought, I don't know, whatever, they might sell. We'll see about it. And I could not believe, like, I got home and did research and I put them all in a lot for like 60 some dollars and they sold like that. I was like, what? For these old bandanas? Like, I couldn't believe it. But as I said with everything, you gotta look it up. You gotta research what sells, because not all of the old ones sell. What else do I got here? Whamcraft's another decent brand I've noticed. Yeah, 100% cotton Whamcraft. Elephant, that's another brand of bandana. Elephant Trunks Up, I think they call it. Or maybe, okay, the elephant ones, sometimes the trunk's up or down and it depends on the year. So that, like, you have to do your research on. But any kind of, yeah, vintage Poison, Cinderella, Def Leppard, that's awesome. That's like the old band t-shirts that sell for a lot. So it doesn't surprise me that the bandanas would. And of course down here we got Harley Davidson. Anything Harley Davidson usually sells. So yeah, a lot of really good sales there. Vintage bandanas. Keep your eyes out. All right, number 4, empty boxes. Yes, I was never, or am, well, maybe I'll start now that I know this. I never save my boxes. Like, I always just throw them away. I'm really bad with that. Anywho, here we go. This one surprised me. Empty GameCube box. I thought, really? I mean, yeah, it is, I guess, older now, and I know like certain games sell for a lot, but that kind of surprised me. $52 just for the box. Surprised me anyhow. Oh yeah, this is a sealed Clark Diet. So that's actual gum. That's not an empty box there. So moving on. Another one I learned from researching for this is empty ammo boxes. Holy freaking crap. I can't believe this. $87, $66, $50, all empty ammo boxes. Man, I'll be looking for those. American Flyer, 2 different American Flyer. So all these, I mean, they're all crazy. I mean, this is something you could find maybe in a garage of a estate sale, you know, just hidden somewhere. That's cool. I thought this was cute, like the old time Valentine's boxes, and these are just from the 80s. They are really pretty though. So one sold for $56 and the other $51. I mean, probably wouldn't find those very often, but it's still cool to know. And this one, also the Zelda box, just the box for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the special edition note. It's a different, it's kind of a thicker box. I clicked on it and seen, but yeah, $50 just for the box. All right, what are we on? Number 5, Baby Morgan blankets. Okay, this is some things I'm just like, why? But why? You know, like, here we go. As you see, I know, I'm almost certain my sister had this blanket. This one with the little balloons on it. I remember seeing that. It's just like a receiving, do they call them receiving blankets or whatever? Thermal blanket. They're the brand, Baby Morgan. For some reason, they're sought after. So yeah, $59 for that. The thermal blanket and the Baby Morgan balloon one. Then we have $35 for the vintage crib blanket. It's just a waffle blanket. That's it. Nothing. There's nothing on the thing. $35. $50 just for the new old stock thermal blanket. Plain, nothing great about it. $50 for a plain, looks like white blanket. $94, who knows what that sold for, but another high price for a blue Baby Morgan blanket. I mean, like, it don't matter, they sell. So if you are in the thrift stores or whatever, it's always good to check the baby section. You never know what you might find. And Baby Morgan blankets, they're all pretty much the same. And I wish I would have got a shot of the tag. If I remember to, I'll add it in here what the tag looks like. But yeah. All right. Here is it number 6? Yeah. Number 6, I have sold myself, are Starbucks gift cards, and I'm talking no balance, just the cards. People collect them. I used to work at Starbucks back, it's been years, I don't know how old I was, in my early 20s, I think. I worked at Starbucks. So I actually started collecting them because I thought they're really cool looking. I'm like, I'll just collect them, see how many I can collect. So when I found out about this, I don't even know how I did, just randomly, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm selling all my cars because I don't really care about them anymore. And it's pretty cool. But like anything else, you gotta look them up because some are worth like barely anything and other ones are worth a lot. So this one, Odyssey gift card, that I don't know how much that one sold for, but they had it for 200, but who knows. And another thing I noticed while researching is this silver keychain, no monetary value, 88 bucks. Any of the keychains, there's different ones with sparkles and stuff. Silver ones are like special edition. They all go for big money. So here we see again, new inbox Starbucks sterling silver key. Well, it's sterling. Okay, well that explains the values. You know, it's sterling silver. That's pretty cool. Okay, but I noticed this one, 2024 China Starbucks dragon. Like these dragon ones seem to sell really good. Almost 50 bucks for 4 of them. And here we go with the keychains again. I just can't even. Like Starbucks limited edition blue Swarovski crystal. Okay, I guess it says $650. Like I don't know if it really sold for that much, but possibly, because they all seem like they sell. That is just crazy. This Dublin one, Dublin Starbucks Ireland card, 2009, $140. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, so let me see. Number 7 is another NOS item, old bar soap. Another one I'm perplexed about. Most of these, I guess I am, but here we go. Lux, Lux, and I've never even heard of this brand. It must have been before my time. No, here's some in the 80s. I was born in the 80s, so I just never knew about it. But it looks like most of it's from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know if they still make it. Lux White Beauty Bar Bath Soap. Lot of 6 for $26.94. 50s gold foil sold for maybe around $50, $30 for the other ones here. Let's see. Yeah, and those are kind of lower end compared to this. I thought, I had no idea. Tone cocoa butter, $100 for 6 bars. I've seen that stuff. Like they must not make it anymore, that kind, because I remember seeing that in the stores a while back, so it must be discontinued or something. Tone cocoa butter, so look out for that. 90 bucks. That's ridiculous. So I guess when people just fall in love with the smell or the brand or whatever and they still want it, they'll pay up for it. Here's one, Zest. Some Zest can sell for a lot and some don't, so be careful. I bought some. I mean, it's not like you're really ever going to pay that much probably for old Zest bars, but I picked up some at an estate sale and was all excited, and when I got home it was worth like nothing because it wasn't old enough. It wasn't like desirable. So, but yeah, some of it can sell pretty good. And we'll just go through and show you some of the sold comps here. Zest fully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're Zest fully clean. You remember that? Okay, so yes, bar soap, NOS. Now, number 8, weird, like them all. Jello egg molds, Jello jiggler egg molds. Why? I don't. Okay, so yeah, I do know that I guess like college kids or party people like to make Jello shots in these, which is pretty cool, and I think that's why they sell. I don't see why they don't make them anymore though, and why people are buying them on eBay. They gotta be making these still, right? Maybe not. Now this is something I didn't look up. I'm just curious because I actually, oddly enough, just found one today at an estate sale. It was just one little pack though. So here we see 3 Jello Egg Molds sold for $24. One here sold for $23. I don't know, I didn't get the prices on those ones, darn it. But here's another one. This is a lot of 6 of them, sold for 20 bucks, 20.50, and it had 8 bids on it. I don't know, it's just funny. Jello Jigglers Egg Mold. So yeah. And the cool thing about that is a lot of people ain't gonna know this, and you can just pick them up for like barely anything. So it's kind of an obscure, weird, not really huge bolo. Like, I don't see any of them selling them for tons of money, but still something you can look out for. Okay, number 9. A lot of people probably know about this one, but I thought I'd still include it because I was just talking to someone the other day who didn't know about this one. So the ghost face masks. Yes, old ghost face masks from like the movie Scream. They are like, there's some collectors that get so into this, it's insane, and they will pay up you. I can't even, like, I found one time. It even had the tag still on it and it glowed in the dark. I'm sorry, I keep looking here and I'm supposed to look there. I'm not used to it, but mine was worth like around $100-ish. I think I got for it, which, hey, I paid like $3 for it, so that was sweet. But as you can see, some of these go for like crazy money. And it all depends on generation 1, 2, I don't know how many generations there are. There's older ones, there's all different kinds of models. Under the chin, you look for it to say Fun World, or there's another one, Fun World, or it's like the company that made the mask. Let me see. Oh, no, Fantastic Faces. But anyhow, there's another thing that can be written under the mask that I can't find right here. That's what mine said. It didn't say Fun World. It said the other one. But yeah, it's like, this is something you got to research. Just know, if you're out in the wild and you find the old ones, the old NOS, I mean, it don't have to be new. That's a lie. It can just be whatever, you know. So yeah, just grab it, because unless the place knows about them and has it priced up, then yeah, you'd want to look it up. But now you know, if you didn't before, these things sell around Halloween time. Be on the lookout, especially when the thrift stores put all their Halloween stuff out. That's a good time to look. Okay, the last one is, why do I keep saying this? I'm like a broken record. This is what the video is about. Another weird one. Okay, pine cones. Yes, you heard it. Pine cones. You can collect pine cones out in the wild, literally on the ground, and sell them if you live in an area that has pine cones. Okay, yeah, this is a thing. Look at this lady with her huge pine cone, man. 12 and 13-inch Joy's Sugar Pine Cones. Free shipping. Hell yeah, that is a big old pine cone. Yeah, so if you go out and just hunt in the wild, and like, I mean, around the time of year they're on the ground, you could just collect a ton of them and sell them in lots. That is really cool. That, I mean, that's free. That's, you don't have to pay anything, and you get to go out into nature and enjoy nature and walking and get some exercise. That's freaking sweet. And then you can sell your pine cones on eBay. But anyhow, that is my last one. 1 through 10 weirdest things that you might not have known about, and maybe you did, but I hope you learned something from this video. I know I learned stuff just looking things up, so I'm always trying to find new bolos and just fill my head with more information. So a lot of these things I wouldn't think people would even know about, which is cool. It's kind of like little secrets, and we need to fill each other in on them. I think that's my plan anyhow, and I will keep letting y'all know ones I find. Maybe I'll do another video on these. I don't know. Possibly. But done for now. Jules out. Y'all have a good one. Toodaloo.